Okay, folks, we're getting started with another winner side match. We have Joe and Jared versus Al and Sarah. This is a race to three, 8-ball APA rules, and welcome to the Donate Life charity tournament, second annual. Looks like Joe and Jared won the lag, so they will break. It is Scotch doubles, alternating shots, winner break. Okay, folks, I'm back. I was just doing a little bit of sharing of social media out there. If you guys want to subscribe to the page, that would be great. So Sarah made a shot, and I believe, and Al will be up. Jared makes the 6-ball. Looks like he was trying to break something out there. Doesn't get it done. Looks like he's going to have him kick at the back of that 4-ball. Gets a hit. Watch the cue ball. Yep. That will be ball in hand for Al Sarah. let's see where they elect to start off here. It is an open talk tournament. We are playing APA rules, like I had mentioned. We figured we'd give it a try with open talk instead of having just one timeout for the teams. And as long as it's not holding up play, we're going to continue to run the tournament that way. It looks like it's been going pretty smooth. I haven't seen a change in that. We decided to try it through the first round. And I believe this is a second round match, if I'm not mistaken. Looks like he's trying to cut it in the side. Not a bad leave there. Doesn't leave a whole lot for Jared to come to the table to look at. Oh, nice cut down to the corner. I'm not sure Al's going to have a shot here. At least an easy one. Let's see what he can do. Good hit. Still didn't leave much of a shot for Team Joe Jared. Or as we like to call him, Team number 21. We have Dave Bushy here running the tournament, doing a great job keeping things moving. He also donated a stick to the raffle, so anybody interested in winning a beautiful cue, come on down. Tickets are 5 for 1 and 3 for 10. We will be doing the raffle, I was told, around 3:30, so got about an hour left. If anybody wants to come on down, you do not need to be present to win. As long as you write your name on the tickets, we've got quite a bunch of raffle prizes as well, other than the cues. A whole ping pong table set up, along with other items hanging outside on the edge of the ping pong table. There's a good hit there. She's going to leave it in front of the pocket, so that's going to be good. Both of their balls are right in front of the pockets here. That's going to work out pretty well for them. Jared still has trouble with that 2 ball. Oh, he's going to try to squeeze that 4 in. Maybe knock it off the 12. And it goes clean. That's okay. He can make the 5 ball. He can come 2 rails across and maybe try to pocket the 11 and leave a shot at the 2 in the side off the 12. Leaves Jared a long potential bank shot. Or Jared could roll off the 2 and pocket the 11. Depends on how risky he wants to go. I would almost maybe combo it as well and just try to leave the cue ball tough. Yeah, he went to try to carom it in. Actually, that works out pretty well. Leaves it in front of the pocket. Leaves a bank on the 12 for Al. And let's see what Al can do with it. not an easy shot. Again, you don't have to call your pocket, so it could go 2 rails across. Oh, it looks like he's electing to play safe. Very, very hard to hold or play safe on this table. This table is very, very fast. He was trying to hide behind that 12 ball, but very difficult. Looks like he's probably going to try to go rail first, but he follows it in. Ooh, bad break for Joe. It's going to bring Sarah to the table with ball in hand. Try to get her team first beat up on the board. Just roll forward. Just got to be careful of the speed on this table. You want to set it off at an angle because this table is fast. And she could follow it right in. Good speed there. And Al to pocket the 8 to go up 1-0 in this race to 3. And they do. Winners break format, so they will be breaking. I thought it was rack your own, but apparently not. Apparently it's rack for each other. We are playing 8 ball on the winner's side on the 7-footers, and the loser's side, or B side, is playing race to 3 9 ball on the 9-footers. We only have the live stream set up on the 7-footers, so I'm unable to show any of the B side matches, unfortunately. It is true double elimination. I am hoping that they're going to end up having, if it goes to a 9 ball, leave it on this table so that we can live stream the finals. I will talk to the tournament director about that. Looks like a dry break from Sarah, so that brings Joe Jared to the table. Sorry, folks, didn't realize I was muted. Pockets it up in the corner, draws back. Think he left enough for the 15 to go in the corner. This is a handicap tournament, max 11. I know Jared is a 7, I would say. Maybe a 6, so that means that his opponent, or his partner rather, is no higher than a 4, potentially a 5, but I'm pretty sure Jared's a 7. Looks like Sarah's looking to play this 5 ball in the side pocket. Ooh, almost. Nice try. It's going to leave Jared with a combination. Which he does make, but he leaves the cue ball behind the 8. It's going to make it a little tough for Joe to pocket that. He could potentially go rail first. Looks like he's going to ask his teammate to just bank that 10 out of there. Maybe make it cross side. Ooh, and he makes the 13, and that counts. We are playing APA rules. So that brings Jared to the table with a shot at the 10 ball. He's got to avoid the scratch. Not an easy shot. Well, he takes a flyer at it. Almost goes in the corner. It's a no-go on the 10 ball. He kind of ties it back up again with the 1. Sarah can make this in the side, or she could just roll forward and play safe. I kind of like playing safe. A lot of these players are APA players, and I don't feel that they really like to play safe. And she kicks the 10 out, opens that up for Jared to play it in the corner. Jared pockets that, and does he leave the 8 for his partner, or does he block it with the 6? I think he's probably got enough, but it could be close. Let's see this. And he does make it to tie it up 1 apiece. And they will be breaking. Again, this is the Donate for Life event, 2nd annual at Frankie B's Billiards in Wilbraham, Mass. 28 teams in the field. Max handicap of 11. Eight ball, race to 3 on the winner side. 9 ball, race to 3 on the B side. All right, Jared to break. Game number 3. We're tied 1 apiece. Looks like he's going for a second ball break. He does. Ooh. He makes a ball. Also makes the cue ball. So it will be ball in hand behind the line. I believe it's Al's shot. I think Sarah did shoot last. That 6 ball where she kicked out the 10 in the last game. Alright, I'm not sure what they're going to like to shoot at. With the layout, I kind of like the 15 in the side. I mean, it looks like there's problems either way. And you really don't have a shot at a low ball unless you can somehow make the 4 down the corner. But oh, and that's what he went for, the 4 in the corner. Alright. I think I would have put the cue ball closer to the 2 to shoot that 4, just to avoid the questionable hit, but that was a good hit. And open table, and Joe decides to go with low balls. Jared's got a couple of options here. He's going to try to get over there for the 7, possibly. Yeah. Oh, he's going to make a twofer. Not going to leave a shot for his partner, though. Sorry, I keep saying opponent, or starting to say opponent. We're playing partners, Scotch doubles. He's looking at kicking it. Jared's trying to show him a couple of options, potentially. A little low right, I hear Jared say. Trying to hold that cue ball, but it'll tend to bounce off the rail that way, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, I think that low right made that cue ball bounce off the rail a little bit more than they expected. And he scratches. Well, it was a ball in hand anyways because he didn't hit his ball. So that brings Sarah to the table with ball in hand. This time she can put the ball anywhere. It's not behind the line like it was for her teammate Al last shot with the scratch after the break. Watch the cue ball. Table is quick. All right. Al hits that with some authority. Brings it back for the 15 in the corner. She makes the 15. I'm not sure if that 10 goes all the way up or not. Looks like it might sneak by the 11. It does. Good shot. Looks like she might be able to make this in the side. Let's see. Not a lot of options, even if you do make this ball. Not sure what you're going to have other than a bank at the 9. Great shot. That was a great shot by Sarah. Yeah, I think if he can make that 9 ball back at him, cue ball should come out of there and potentially leave the 12 into the bottom right corner. So they have an opportunity here. If he decides to go for it, which I feel that he will. Let's see. Again, these tables are fast and they bank short, so ooh, he hits that wide. Ooh. Leaves it in front of the pocket up there, but the 2 still passes. Brings Jared back to the table. Looks like he's going to opt to play that 2 ball. Hit that very, very good. Leaves his partner with the 1 to just roll out into the middle of the table for the 7 in the bottom left corner. Ooh. Didn't quite make it, leaving an opportunity for Team Al Serra. Alright. Looks like Al wants her to take that 9 ball. She just come back to the middle of the table. That looks like it's going to work. And Al can just float this 12 ball in. I wouldn't get too aggressive here. Good pace. Got the cue ball in a pretty good spot for her if you had made it. However, it's also going to leave them a shot. Either way, Jared likes to go up table, it looks like. Oh, and he follows it in and scratches. Yeah, I kind of like to stay a little bit closer to my work. I might have thought about playing that in the side. It's a little bit tougher shot, but from the middle of the table like that, not necessarily horrible. He elected to go all the way up and was unfortunate to follow the cue ball in. Alright, so Sarah's back at the table. Lefty. Makes that shot. Don't want to leave your partner shooting over the 1, which she doesn't, so that's good. Oh! Comes up fortunate with the leave after missing the 8 in the corner. I'm not sure what Joe's going to do here. Kind of like just glancing the 7. Try to get the cue ball behind it. At least leave him long and tough. Looks like that's what he's going to do. Don't want to hit it too hard and scratch in the other corner. That's good speed. Not going to get behind it, but not really going to leave a shot either. At least not a highly favorable shot. She does have a bank shot into either corner if she chooses. I kind of like the bottom left. I believe you can get by the 1 ball. I would be afraid going the other way of hitting and scratching right past the 1 ball. Looks like her teammate wants her to kind of go behind the 1 and leave it in front of the pocket, which it's a very difficult shot. Low probability. She's going to call it in that corner. Let's see how this works out. Not very good. I don't know if I agree with that shot, but let's see what Jared does. Yeah, again, he chooses to go with the longer shot. Not sure if it's because he's the higher handicap and he wants to make it easier for his opponent, which he does execute there. Little bit hard, which is going to make it tough to bring the cue ball back into that same area for the 8-ball. Looks like he's wanting him to just float it in and leave him the tougher shot. Ooh. And he misses that and leaves a wide open shot there for Al to put another beat on the board for his team and go up 2-1. Which he does. So 2-1. And breaking on the hill in this race to 3. Okay. Sarah to break. Let's see what she chooses to do. If she goes with a head ball. Yep, looks like she's going with a head ball break. And a dry break, it looks like. So that'll bring Joe and Jared to the table. Jared, I believe, is going to start us off. They do have to follow the every other shot, or even if they are the losing team coming into the rack, they can't change the order. Looks like he's going to start with the low balls. The 5-6 are tied up. But he's able to, well, he pockets one of them. Still got the 5 tied up. Leaves his partner with a shot at the 3 in the side or the 2 in the corner. Depending on how comfortable he is. Or maybe he can, no, I should say pop the 5 past the 13 and just put it near the hole. Puts the 2 ball closer to the hole and doesn't leave an easy shot. They've got the 11 in the corner, but shooting over the 9 ball. Not sure if that 12 ball goes past the 2 or not. And he makes a good shot. Again, not much to shoot at from there. Don't really see an offensive shot here. Looks like she's going to try that 12 ball. If nothing else, roll it in front of the pocket. That leaves Jared to come to the table with really just the 7 ball, but you can get up for the 4-2 combo or the 3. Unless he decides to dig out that, well, I was going to say, unless he decides to dig out that 5, which he elected to try. That did not work. I think Joe can still play that in the side safely. Which he does make. Rolls a little bit long. Limiting the options that Jared now has. Looks like if he can see the top front edge of that 5, he could bank that. Looks like that's what he's going for. Ooh, good effort. Good effort. Is he going to tie up his 4-2 even more? Yes, he is. The 5 is over there to potentially have a combination if they have an opportunity. Didn't leave much for Al to shoot at here. I feel like he's just got to play safe and try not to leave a good shot. He can roll the 10 ball in front of the 5, perhaps. Yep, that's what he did. Did he get a rail? Oh, barely got the rail. Great shot. If you're in the area, Frankie B's, come on down. Enjoy the crowd. Watch some pool. We got a raffle going in about a half hour. Tries to kick at it from the bottom rail and is not successful there. So that'll be ball in hand for Sarah. Not sure where she's going to start here. They've got quite a few problems with that 12-9 over there in the corner. All right, she makes the 14. Now looks at his options. Chooses to go with the 13, which I think is the right choice in this case. Might have thought about going all the way across table, try to breaking that out right there. Would have left the 10 as an option. Sarah might be able to do the same with the 15 here. Well, misses that. Moves the balls around a little bit, but leaves a shot up into the corner for Jared. He has been somewhat aggressive, so I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to draw right back into this. And he does. Nice shot. Let's see what he got left. Oh, he's in the pocket. The 4 goes up in the corner or in the side. If he goes in the side, I feel it's a better option. Gonna have to hit it pretty firm to get that cue ball back down table for the 2. He makes the shot, leaves Jared a bank, potentially a cut into the corner. Let's see what he feels more comfortable with. It is APA, so you can just smack at it, which he kind of does, and it's, ooh. Thought it was going to sneak by that 10 and drift into the corner near the 15, but it does not go in. And that'll bring Al back to the table. Wasn't able to make that 10 ball. Leaves a shot on the 2 for the bank. Oh, is he going to make the 8? Oh, and he does, and that's going to cost them the match. That gives them Al and Sarah to 3, and they win the match 3-1 on that error by Joe. That's unfortunate. They are not out of it. They, however, will go to the B side, playing 9-ball on the 9-footers race to 3, and Al and Sarah move on to the next round on the winner's side. Congratulations. We'll be back shortly with another stream. Stay tuned.